Okay, we are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my live stream, my interview live stream series. Today is episode 7. And we're having a special guest today. As usual, we will talk about how me and my business partners got into this amazing digital business model. How did we start? How are we running it? And why we want to share this to the world. So today we're welcoming Mercy. Hi.
Hi,
Hi.
Kristen. How are you? I'm fine, thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you for your time today. Thank you for accepting my request to this interview. So first of all, I would love to hear some introduction about yourself, and I'm guessing that our audience would love to hear more about you too. So yeah, let's start with you first.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Kristen, for having me on your page. It's such an honor. And to our viewers, good morning, good afternoon, good evening from Kenya. Yes, my name is Mercy. I I live in Kenya. Kenya is part of East Africa, but now the eastern part of Africa in a country called Kenya. And here in Kenya, I work in a research institute, and my background is in agriculture, horticulture, and other than that, I'm also a successful digital business entrepreneur. Yeah, this is what I get to do after my work. I've just done with my Friday, so I can get into my business. Thank you.
Thank you. Some fun fact, I also have some friends from Kenya too, because I went to high school in the US, and then I met a lot of African friends. Like they also like went to study abroad. So I got
Mhm.
to, yeah, make a lot of Kenyan friends. And yeah, I just love
Awesome.
that. Yeah, I just love that I get to meet another person from Kenya here, in this amazing global community. Yeah. So for okay, let's kick off with some easy question first. How did you come across this business? Like, how did you get to know this business? And yeah, why did you decide to click in, and why did you decide to join?
I will say it was during that pandemic season. And like we had a lot of time on our side. So, and it was like after a period of prayer, and I was asking God for a business that I can be able to do, something else that I could be able to do, that I
Mm,
could be in full control. Of course, previously, the things that I did involved other people a lot, but now I was looking for something that I can solely say I'm in control of it. And after that season of prayers, as I was just scrolling on these social media platforms, I saw an ad from my mentor, and I was like, okay, let me sign up and get to hear what this lady is saying. Because I think to me, what caught my attention was the fact that it said that there is training that is provided, and I was like, wow, so there is a training on how you can get started in business. And I was like, I think I'm trainable. I think I'm
mm.
trainable. Let me get in and get to see what this training is all about. Because I think I had gotten to that point that I needed a mentor, somebody to help me in whatever I was doing. And yeah, I clicked, I signed up with my name and email. I watched the webinar, and I was thrilled that there is something like this that is happening on this online space. And here I am, happy and grateful.
That's great. I love that. I was also impressed by the training side that we were given to, because I didn't know that we get to learn all of this model. Because I'm also like I have no experience in running a business before, and like I'm right now just a student. I've never been in like a really, professional workplace or something like that. So I was kind of nervous, and I was also a little skeptical too. But then when I found out that we have not just a platform that do all the training, like give us all the training, all the um like all the masterminds or the mindset training kind of thing. I also know that we have a mentor and a coach who would support us along the way. So like that's something I
Mhm.
would like that's something that I was looking for the whole time because I feel like that like it wouldn't be the best if we don't have someone to, guide us, someone to walk along the way with us. Like so when I
Mhm.
found all of that in this business, I just knew that it was the one for me. So yeah, I really love how like all of the system like has provided us all the things that we need. So what's the reason, or would I say the big why that you have put into the business? When like when you do this business, we all have a goal, right? A goal that we're
Yes.
heading to. Yeah. So
Mhm.
what's your big why, and that keeps you plugged in to this business until now?
The first one is just to supplement my income because I realize in these times and season it is risky to just depend on one salary, on one source of income. So I wanted at least to have some cash flow because again I started this business at a time when my father
Mm-hmm.
had retired, my dad had retired, and it took so long for him to get his retirement benefits. And I was like, he has all the time, but he doesn't have cash flow. So I told
Mm-hmm.
myself, like, by the time I'm getting to retirement, of which should be earlier, another reason is also that I should retire earlier. So by the time I'm getting to the retirement age, I should have cash flow because I have time. I should have cash flow to help me do one or two things, not to have time but no money to do anything. So I wanted to supplement my income and also to retire early and yeah, travel the world because of course when I retire early, when I have extra sources of money, I'm able to travel and also be able to devote my time to ministry because I'm a Christian. I serve with the Sunday school ministry, and I would not want to be in that season, in that period where I'm just giving excuses for not being available. Because previously what I was doing, it meant that I had to travel for long distances. And when I'm traveling, then it means I have to give an excuse. I have to give an excuse. So I wanted something that I am in full control of, and it does not limit me to do the other things that I love doing. So those are my reasons to supplement my income, retire early, have time to travel and do the things that I love doing.
Oh, that's a really big motivation right there. I also see a lot of people in my team, in my Vietnamese team right now. Like they really their biggest desire is to retire early. Like
Mhm.
I don't know what they have with like their full-time job right now. Like I don't know how they manage it, but I feel like they're not fully satisfied. So what they look for in this business is that they have the time control, the time freedom, so that they can
Mhm.
spend with their family, with their children. And I also can see myself retiring early with this business
Mhm.
too. I'm also not
Mhm.
like a 9 to 5 person as well. Yeah,
Mhm.
totally.
Mhm.
I don't think I can,
Mhm.
manage that.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, I'm more like a free spirit.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I also love like the control that we have over our work here. Okay, so normally that we would start, researching, start looking into this business by through a webinar, or so-called info section, right?
Yes.
So what would you have to say to those who are also curious about this model? That, how would you encourage them to taking the first step and watch the webinar and, getting out of their comfort zone and getting into this business?
Yeah, I know at first, I think we have this negative notion about the online space. Anything that comes your way, you always have this in mind that it is a scam, it is fake. on social media, there are no real things, there are no real stuff that are happening there. But I'm here to demystify that and tell you that this is a legit taxable business. As in, people are earning massively from this business model, and our community is quite big. We are 150,000 people, and it is across the globe. So if it is a scam, you cannot scam you cannot scam all these people. Yeah, and for you to get started, but it is still okay to be skeptical, because we
Mm-hmm.
have to guard. There is something that skepticism guards in us. It's still okay, but you have to get beyond that. Get out, do your own research, and look at it. Is it something that I can be able to do or not? And how do you get to know? You have to get into the house. As in, you cannot keep knocking on the door and you don't get in. You have to get in so that you get to know, do I like this house? Maybe let me assume you are looking for a house. Then it means you have to be given the keys. You open the door, get in, survey the kitchen, survey the sitting area, the bedrooms. Then you are like, okay, this one satisfies my need. If not, you move to the next door. So that this is how this business is. We give you the key. The key is you signing up with your name and email. Then you watch the webinar. And you can watch the webinar as many times as you want. Because now that is when you are looking around your house to see if this house is fit for me. If you find that it is fit for you, you go ahead, you take as another step of action, you pay your registration fee. Again, you look around, because for us, we are not into pushy sales. And again, we are not doing selling. So we will not push you around that you should get in, you should get started. No, we allow you to make your own decision, because it is you who knows what is best for you. And if you find that it is good for you, we are here to help you get started. Because at the end of the day, currently, everything has moved online. We are going to school online, we are shopping online, we are even getting food online, going to church online. Basically, everything is online. So you can also grab part of this online space and stop being a consumer and start generating revenue from this social media platform. Because I'm sure most of us, we are not even on one social media platforms. We are in 3, 4, 5, 6, name them all. But you cannot be on all of them and you're just a consumer. So leverage on these social media platforms, get started on your own business that will help transform your life in so many ways. Thank you, Kristen.
Thank you. That was a really good comparison. I've never heard someone, using an equivalent of, buying a house, like looking around the house and then registering. Yeah, that's a really good image. Uh, okay, so one last thing I would love you to share. Can you tell me like what's your favorite thing? That the thing that you love the most in this business model? Like what do you see in it and what potential that you can get out of it?
The good things about this business are many, but I'll just point out a few. I think
Mm-hmm.
I'm more intrigued into the training, because I have
Mm.
been to school, and when I compare the package that we get, this is like a 4-year degree. This is like a degree program. And I doubt if at my age I'll still go back to school and sit down in a degree class, be examined. I rather go to the school that is online here and earn and earn and earn from it. So to me, the training is quite intriguing. Then also the fact that we have a global supportive community. Yeah, if I'm stuck, if I'm looking for something, it is not a must that I get direct to my mentor or a coach who are also available. But there are those chatting groups, because again, it is global. When it is global, it means maybe my mentor might be awake when I'm asleep. So there's that time clashing. But when I get into those chat groups, because people are not asleep across the globe the same time, I'll always get answers. Then another one is meeting new friends like Kristen. meeting, meeting new friends. It feels like you're just in the next house or in the next room while we are miles and miles and miles away. So it has made it to be like such a small village, yet we are so much apart. And also the growth, because I would tell you for a fact that I was not like this before. I never knew that even we can do such streamlines. I never knew how to, yeah, there is just a lot of immense personal growth from mindset to how I'm able to brand myself, on how I'm able to make positive use of this all these platforms that we are having. And to me, it is a plus. I doubt if it is something that I could ever have gotten in school. Thank you.
Yeah, the training side is like earning a degree, as you just said, like going to school and then earning a degree. But the thing about this business is that we get to earn and learn at the same time. Yeah, not like a school, like right now, like I have to earn a degree first and then get a job, that would take a lot of time, a lot of years. But yeah, in this business, we can just, get the shortcut, you know, learning and still earning at the same time. That's like really amazing. Yeah. And I also love that you mentioned that we get to make new friends across the globe in this model, in this community. Like over the past 3 days, yeah, 3 days, I've made three new friends. Or when I say business partners, including you, Mercy. And like I've never imagined I could, see them like in like other settings, only in this amazing business that we get to see people from all around the world and get to talk to each other, get to stay in touch and learn new things, like we get to grow personally too. So yeah, like I just say that I love this model. Like I would just say yeah, that's like really amazing. I'm so grateful to be here too. um, so I think that's like pretty much all I want to ask you today, because you share a lot of useful information for the audience here, and you share a lot of insights about the business with me too, and I just love how our journey has are still keep going. We're still keep going with the business, and how we started this was also really inspiring. So that I hope people who are watching this right now, you guys would, if you are not in the business yet, you would take the first step and start looking into how the system works. Because you guys are always provided with the most updated information about internet platforms, um, about like the masterminds, about mindsets, leadership, or something like that, teamwork, all of that. Yeah, so I hope that you guys would reach out to either me or Mercy to get to know about this business. We all have our website putting on the little boxes here. So yeah, put your name and email. It's just that simple, and you get to start. Thank you, Mercy, for coming here today. Thank you, you guys, for your time. Thank you for watching this. And I'll be coming back with a lot of interesting contents, a lot of interviews like this in the future. So stay tuned. And for now, I have to say goodbye, but we'll meet again. Thank you, Mercy.
Thank you
Bye.
too. Thank you. Bye bye. It's such a pleasure.
Yeah, have a good night.